Alright, so our plans changed, as they do, and we are currently heading back to South Carolina from the cabin in Florida. It is, what is it, Saturday the 2nd? We were supposed to be here through at least the July 20th, and like, then we were going to reevaluate where we were going to end up, or if we were going to extend the stay here, blah blah blah. But long story short, Christopher ended up, that job that Christopher was going to start here ended up not working out. So he no longer will be working in Florida, which means we have to head back to South Carolina. And we might, like, we were supposed to stay here for a month, and we ended up only staying here for like 2 weeks. And we might be out of all of the money we spent. I don't know if we're going to be partially refunded for what we didn't end up staying. I'm really, really hoping that he will be understanding enough and like refund us for the last 2 weeks. But don't want to get my hopes up, because I don't know how likely that is to actually happen. So fingers crossed that we will. Why is this so low? Come on, where is it? I don't have my camera battery is like dead right now. It won't even turn on. I'm hoping it won't turn on because it's dead and not because something happened because the kids have dropped it. So fingers crossed on that as well. Anyways, like I said, we're on our way back to South Carolina. I'm in my car by myself. Christopher has the kids and the dogs in the Jeep with him. Not sure why he decided to do it that way, because it was the opposite on the way down. But we did come down at different times as well. So I don't know why he wanted to do it this way. I'm not particularly happy about it. So yeah, I'm driving this car. It is 3 o'clock. I really did not want to have to leave this late in the day, because that means we're going to be driving really late into the night, because it's about an 8-hour drive. But yeah, we woke up pretty late this morning. Like, I'm not pretty late, like, we've been waking up the same time. Like, we woke up around the same time we have been, but I didn't wake up knowing we were leaving today. And then we ended up cleaning the whole cabin and packing everything, which was really hard. And then trying not to lose him, because I don't have my maps available right now while I'm trying to film on my phone. Anyways, yeah, we cleaned up the whole place. That was really hard, because I feel really sick today. Like, my first trimester nausea has started to go away a little bit. Not completely. I still get nausea here and there. I still have a lot of trouble with food and like food aversions. But so far, the second trimester symptom changes is, I don't know what the speed limit is. And I was trying to lift this thing, but I cannot find. Why can I not find the dang? Oh, it's right here. Okay, got it. Anyways, as I was saying, headaches have been the most prominent second trimester symptom that I've had, which I faintly remember having the same issue with London, not so much with Ashlyn, but I'm pretty much swapping nausea for constant headaches, really, really bad headaches, and nothing helps them. Like, I can't take ibuprofen. I've seen mixed things about whether or not you can take Tylenol. Some people say Tylenol is okay, some people say it's not. The only thing that I've read that is safe to take is like low dose aspirin, which is what I have, but that stuff literally does not do a single thing for me. So I kind of just have to like suffer through, and it's so painful. But yeah, there's been that. And I was hoping that the second trimester energy would hit me, but so far it is not. I am literally so tired all the time, but a lot of that could be explained by my mental health state right now. The state of my mental health right now could be what is making me so exhausted, because, you know, depression and anxiety makes you very tired. So I don't know maybe second trimester is trying to be more high energy, but my brain's just not letting that happen. Don't know. All I know is I'm still very tired. And it's like I'm finally getting a little bit better with the insomnia. I'm not up like till 2, 3 in the morning every night anymore. I usually can go to bed by like midnight lately, so falling asleep hasn't been as hard for me lately. And then I still end up sleeping till like 11 o'clock because literally sleep is the only escape I get from all of everything, like my mental health and from like all the pregnancy symptoms. I don't want to get too much into it because I do plan to film a pregnancy update soon for the first trimester, since I'm out of the first trimester. I wasn't going to originally do it like that. I just haven't gotten the chance to film a pregnancy update because my YouTube schedule has been so jam-packed trying to get all of the pregnancy videos out that were pre-filmed, and then, you know, stuff going on right now. So I'm out of pre-filmed videos now, and I'm trying to catch up. Like, now I'm out of videos. Wasn't able to post on Saturday, if you saw. Today, I was supposed to post today, but I'm not because I have no video. So yeah, I finally am through like all of the pre-filmed pregnancy related stuff and all of that. So now that that's done, I plan to film just like a general first trimester pregnancy update and talk about all of that stuff. I've been doing a poor job of keeping my pregnancy journal. I need to look into it and like update it because I keep forgetting to add weeks in, and then I have to go in like 2 weeks later and do it and try and remember what was going on for each week. So yeah, I will be filming a pregnancy update soon, so I guess just look out for that if that's something you're interested in. Anyways, I really need something to drink. I've barely had anything to drink today, and the things I have had were like warm. Like, I've had warm water because we didn't have any in the fridge, so I was just drinking room temperature water bottles, and I freaking hate warm drinks. Like, I need my water to be ice cold, and it hasn't been for a few days now. So yeah, I really need like a nice cold drink. A nice iced sweet tea would be nice as well, so I might have to hit up a McDonald's soon or something, and I hope it's good because once again, I don't want to get into it because it's related to pregnancy symptom things. So I need to stop rambling. I had to hurry up. Like, I didn't realize we were going to be leaving today, so like I said, we hurry up and we deep cleaned the whole cabin, make sure everything was back how it was, packed all of our stuff up, loaded both the cars. We had to throw out a lot of food because we were supposed to be there for a month, so I shopped and got a lot of stuff expecting to be there for a month, and then we ended up having to leave early, so a lot of the food had to go to waste because it was mostly like fridge and freezer items that aren't gonna make it on an 8-hour drive, sadly. So yeah, a lot of food had to be thrown out, which sucks. I kept what I could. There's so many cows out where we've been staying. It's like, we've been staying like the legit like middle of nowhere kind of, so it's like there's very limited roads. Like, it's not really a bunch of highways, it's like just really straight long roads through the country, and it's all cows everywhere. Or there's like fields upon fields of, we suspect they're orange bushes, orange trees, don't know for sure, some sort of fruit tree, I believe, lemon, orange, lime, something like that. I don't know exactly which one, but there are thousands of them, like field after field of those, and field after field of cows. So yeah, we've been staying like out in the country, so it's been kind of peaceful. We did have a little bit of drama one night at the cabin, which I haven't like talked about because it really pissed us off, but basically there's people staying in the cabin right next to us, and they came back, and it was like a lady, her husband, they had a daughter that was probably around London's age, and they had a dog. It was a weenie mixed with something, but it was mixed with like a big breed. It was like a pit weenie mix or something like that, because it had the short little legs, but it had like the big head. And they got back one day and we were sitting outside. Christopher was fishing, me and the kids were outside, both the dogs were outside, everyone was fine. And then the little girl was like standing towards the back, like in the middle, where like the cabins are really close, and then there's like all this pavement that kind of goes across the whole back, and the little girl was kind of at the back corner of theirs, which kind of is like where our space was. And like she was trying to like see things, she was trying to like say hi to Lunder or whatever, I guess. But their dog ran up and started to like sniff London and ran up on London. I wasn't worried about the dog, like I didn't think anything was gonna happen, but the dog did run up on London. And then our dogs, not more so Nike, because Nike is the barker, Or's not. Or usually runs, but Nike's a barker. So Nike started barking and went to check things out. Nike is not aggressive in any way. Like, she would not have done anything but bark. All she does is bark. So Nike went to be like, hey, there's this strange dog sniffing my family. And she started barking and went over there. And the lady's like freaking out. Like, she's snatching her kid, like, get your dog, get your dog. And like, we're calling Nike. Christopher's walking over there to get her. Like, we're trying to get her. Like, obviously, if we thought that it was a threat and that something would happen, we would have been more urgent about getting the dog. Like, if we were like, oh shit, she might bite you, we would have, of course, jumped up and like got her as fast as we could. Like, it's not that we weren't getting to Nike, or we weren't trying to get her, we just weren't as urgent about it because we knew she was just barking. We know her temperament, we know nothing would happen. So we're calling her. Christopher gets up to go get her because I was kind of like trapped in a chair. And she's sitting there complaining, get your dog, oh my god, are you gonna get your dog, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, fine, I am not a confrontational person at all. Usually I would have just kept my mouth shut, but I'm like, dude, it's okay for your dog to run up on my kids, but when my dog reacts because your dog ran up on her kids, it's a problem. Excuse you. And she walks away. Like, she made some comment under her breath that Christopher heard, like, oh, you better watch out, your dog is gonna get kicked or something. So he said something back, like, I mean, same goes for your dog, because your dog came up to our kids first. Like, she blew that situation way out of proportion. Like, there was no need for her to snatch her kid up like that and take off with her. Like, our dog is not aggressive and nothing would have happened, and the mom reacting that way is just gonna make that little girl scared of dogs. The girl was fine. She was just standing there, and she snatches her up and is like taking her away. Like, that's gonna make the child scared of dogs for no reason. Like, my point is, a random strange dog runs up on someone's kid, and that person's kid has their own family pet. How can you expect that family pet to not react? All she did was bark. Like, calm down, lady. So basically the whole rest of the time the dogs couldn't really be outside much because we didn't have like a leash and collar for both of them, because Nike outgrows everything. So yeah, the dogs couldn't really go outside. We didn't run into them again, thankfully, because they're still there. I'm pretty sure they were there like the whole time we were there. So yeah, that situation was just very freaking stupid in my opinion, because it was just so unnecessary, and she was being so rude for no reason. And I'm a really nice person, so if you get me to snap and say something, because usually I will brush anything off. I am non-confrontational. I will not say anything, and like, it takes a lot for me to actually open my mouth in a social situation like that. And I was like, no, like, you're being such a hypocrite right now. I don't appreciate that. So yeah, that happened probably like a week ago or something like that. I don't know. But besides that, it's a really peaceful area. It was nice going to the pool. We started like, we didn't go to the pool like the whole first week, and then we finally went, and we went like almost every day when we could, because it rained a lot while we were here. So we went in between like the rain when we could. So basically it was every day. So So that was nice, and I'm definitely going to miss having that easy access to a pool, because I never have access to a pool like that, especially not like an in-ground, like goes to 6-foot pool. Like my mom has like one of those above ground pools, but I believe it only goes to like 4 feet or something, and those just aren't quite as fun. The kids really like jumping into the pool and swimming around and floating and stuff like that, and it was really nice, and like the water was really warm and heated, and it was peaceful, just us 4 out there. It was really nice. Like, it took a lot of pressure off my back, and I really freaking wish that that was something I could have access to in the end of my pregnancy, because I know it would be an absolute lifesaver to be able to float in the pool when you're like heavily pregnant. But sadly, first of all, I'm going to be heavily pregnant in the wintertime because I'm due in December, but also I never have access to a pool, so I'm going to miss that. And also I still need to shut up and stop talking. Okay, so yeah, I on a whim found a book, because I like to listen to audiobooks while I make long trips like this, because I get sick of music, and my voice starts to hurt because I can't not sing. So I found a book like really last minute. Literally, we were both in our cars about to pull off, and I'm like, oh shit, I need a book. So I went and tried to find one as fast as I could. Hopefully it's a good book. It's by an author that I usually listen to. Oh, and another thing though, one more point before I shut off and get my maps. I had a month off from college. I talked about it before. I took a month off before I started my next year or semester, whatever you want to call it, and it starts back up on Monday the 4th. Yay! So I'm starting an English class. I literally waited till the last minute to do the English classes, so all that's left in my general education right now is English ones. I think I have 2 or 3 English credits that I have to get, and then I can move on to my like the courses that are specific to my major. So I hate English so much. I didn't want to do it this whole time, but I probably kind of made it worse by making those the only ones that I have left, so I have no choice but to do 3 English classes in a row right now. And the other problem is my one English class, I don't know exactly which one, I have to look, starts on Monday, and they're 8-week-long classes, and so it ends in like September, right? Yeah, it'll end like early September, but it's only one class for that 8 weeks. But the other English class that I registered for starts in August, so it's like I start a class, it'll go for probably about a month to a month and a half, I don't remember exactly, and then I'm gonna have to start a second course like in the middle of that one, so that's kind of gonna probably be annoying, but I just want to get these over with, and then I can move on to my childhood education related classes that are specific to my major, and hopefully those will be like more fun and better for me, and maybe more interesting, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, there's that. Not looking forward to that because I'm already stressed out about literally everything right now and feel like crying all the time, and yeah, I'm not doing good up here. I've said it multiple times, so I'm not going to rant about it anymore. At least not in this video. But the girl's struggling. We made it. It is now, it's almost 11:40. I'm so tired and so sore. But basically, hello, what are you doing? We stopped by Christopher's grandma's house to swap cars because Christopher wanted to stay there and get on the game for some reason, which doesn't make sense to me because he told me he was stuck awake since 5 a.m. and then you drive until 11 o'clock at night. Why on earth would you want to then get on the game for hours instead of, I don't know how he had the energy to do that, because all I want to do is climb in bed. I mean, I'm in bed, but all I want to do is go to sleep. But the kids probably aren't going to want to go to sleep because they slept a lot in the drive. My 2 cousins are here staying with my grandma apparently. So Ashlyn was not happy about that. As soon as she saw that different people were here, she freaked out, started crying. So there's that. I don't know why I always insist on opening mail right when I get back, as if it can't wait. Oh wow, they finally sent it to the right place. As if it can't wait until tomorrow. But I got lots of letters to go through. But I got an Ipsy bag, so I like to open these when I get back, at least, because they're like a little pick-me-up. At least. That drive was brutal. Like halfway through when we still were in Florida, it started pouring, absolutely pouring. So that was really annoying to drive through, and then it got dark. I hate driving in the dark, especially because my windows are so tinted. I had to make multiple stops because, you know, I needed a drink, and I needed gas, and I had to pee. And I needed another drink, so I made a lot more stops than I usually would, but a lot of that's also because I didn't have anyone with me, so I wasn't like trapped in the car, and I could actually go to a physical bathroom when I needed to go, which is different. Usually I have kids and or pets with me, and then I can't go inside places because I can't leave anyone in the car. But yeah, I was alone. That audiobook that I chose, I listened to music for a little bit, like I said, till I got sick of it, and then I turned my audiobook on, and that audiobook literally ended right as I was pulling into Christopher's grandma's neighborhood. So it was like perfect length. It's funny. That was a pretty good book. Anyways, Ipsy bag. So I got an eye brush from the brand LaRousse. Looks and feels pretty nice. This is interesting. I got a shampoo and conditioner trial set. The Rerum Natura. I don't know anything about this product or this brand, but I don't know. It's cool, I guess. Oh, what's this? Brow gel. Hopefully it's a good color. I have a brow gel, but I don't necessarily like how it looks on my brows because it doesn't really look the dude. Ashlyn looks so out of it over here. Look at how she's sitting. What are you doing? Just sitting here with her milk. Cocomelon's muted. So Groom and Sculpt Tinted Brow Gel. And then body scrub. Interesting. Dew of the Gods Rose Mini. Iced Rose Body Scrub. Blessed by a Buddhist monk to inspire pride and confidence. It's pretty interesting. And then lastly, from this brand called Lottie, AM to PM. It's an eyeliner, and it is in the color, it doesn't look black. It looks like a, I don't know where the color is. I don't know if that is the color. I'm seeing the word violet, or not violet, velvet. I'm seeing the word velvet, and I'm not sure if that's meant to be the color name or if that's like part of the product description. I've always liked the idea of colored liner. I just never bought any because I could never decide on just one color, and I don't go out and just splurge on makeup, so I wasn't gonna go out and buy multiple colors. So I always end up just never getting anything but black. So this is pretty cool because I've always wanted to try colored liner, which this is just a pencil, so this is more so for like smudging. But hey, it's still cool. And I feel like this is a good color for my eye color because I think purples go well with like greenish hazel. So, see, it looks very almost black, but like not. It's not gonna show up on camera, but it's like the stick looks like a deep purple. The end of it, if you can see that, looks like a purpley color. On my hand, it looks like a purple black. I don't know, but maybe it'll bring some good contrast to my eye color, even though I never wear makeup anymore, but still cool. I'll add all that in with my other stuff later. This was my June bag. Yeah, I just want to go to sleep. I'm so exhausted. My body hurts so bad. I don't have anything else to say.